Six Flags Over Texas is a theme park in Arlington, Texas. And next year, in a couple months, I'm going there. So here's how I think all the rides will rank up once I've been there. These are my Six Flags Over Texas predictions as of 2025. Number 14, Aquaman Power Wave. This is a mock power splash. It looks decent. It looks like it gives some good airtime over that hill. But overall, I don't like being wet, so that's why this is so low. Number 13, Wile E. Coyote. This looks like a fun Zero family coaster. I heard you go around twice, which is to be considered for most kiddie coasters, and it looks pretty fun. It doesn't look like it gives any specific force, but I still think I'll like it. Number 12, Mini Mine Train. This mine train is a kiddie coaster, and it makes Six Flags Over Texas the only park in the world with 2 aero mine trains. So it's basically a clone of Runaway Mine Train, but shorter, and it looks fun, but overall, it just looks like a fun, cute family coaster. Number 11, the other mine train on this list, Runaway Mine Train. So this has 3 lift hills. It is the first ever mine train at Six Flags Over Texas, and it looks pretty fun. 3 lift hills. No specific huge drop, but it looks better than Gold Rusher at Magic Mountain. Number 10, Judge Royce Green. This is a PTC Woody, and it looks like it's kind of rough, but it looks like a fun classic coaster, and at the top of the lift hill it actually says appeal denied, and it's themed to a judge, which is very interesting. So it looks like a very interesting coaster. You go around some dips and turns, and it looks like it might give a tiny bit of floater airtime. So who knows, this could be a huge surprise, but I think this is good for the number 10 spot. Number 9, Pandemonium. So this is a Gerstlauer spinner clone, also known as the Pandemonium rides at most Six Flags parks. I've already ridden one. That's Pandemonium at Six Flags New England. That was really fun. So this looks to be about the same. I heard it spins a lot better. So yeah, I think this will be a good coaster. Coming in at number 8 is Runaway Mountain at Six Flags Over Texas. This looks like it can compare to Space Mountain at Disneyland. That was a pretty fun ride. It felt really smooth. I think this will feel about the same, but a bit shorter, and it's in the dark like the other one. It doesn't have any elaborate theming, although the queue does. It looks like a really fun coaster. I like Space Mountain. I think I'll like this. Number 7, the Joker 4D Free Spin Coaster. There's a SNS Free Spin. I've already ridden one, again at Six Flags New England, and this looks like about the same. I don't think it has a throw slide and a family side, but it looks really fun. You flip around some. It's not nauseating at all. It's just a really fun coaster. So yeah. Coming in at number 6, Titan. There's a almost clone of Goliath. It caused Giovanoli to go bankrupt. So hopefully it's worth it for that, to make them go bankrupt like the whole company. It brought that whole company just by estimating the cost of the double helix into the mid-course brake run, which they added and Goliath didn't have. So when it goes into that mid-course brake run, it didn't get slowed down, so it's a lot more intense, which is crazy. But then the rest of it is just a copy and paste of Goliath, and it got repainted blue, so let's see how that feels. So coming in at number 5 is Batman the Ride. This looks like a decent Batman clone. It looks like nothing special. I've ridden one at Magic Mountain, and I'm guessing that won't be too different to this. I heard the one over Georgia runs differently though, but this looks like a good thrill coaster like Batman the Ride at Magic Mountain. So coming in at number 4 is the Intensity Machine Shockwave. So there's a Schwarzkopf looper. It actually has 2 loops. It looks really intense. The 2 loops are right after the first drop, and it looks like super duper intense. Like, I heard it's the record for the most positive G's on the planet. I think it's 2nd place, and that's mental. Well, let's see if it actually feels like 5.2 G's. Anyway, it is an intensity machine. It goes through those 2 double loops crazily fast. I don't know how to say that, but the rest of the layout looks good. It looks like it gives some good pops of sharp ejector, and it doesn't look like it has any mid-course brake run that slows it down that much. And it just looks like a great gut punch, and I think I'll enjoy it. So coming in at number 3 is Mr. Freeze Forwards Blast. So this is the forwards version of Mr. Freeze at Over Texas, and this one looks like it's crazy intense. That top hat looks crazy intense, but overall it's not as good as the backwards version, which you'll see where that ranks. But it just looks like a good ride. The launch looks really punchy. The top hat looks really intense. The overbank looks really intense, and overall it just looks like a great ride and how you can go through it backwards and forwards. So coming in at number 2 is New Texas Giant, the RMC. This is number 2, not number 1. You know why? Because it's the first RMC and it doesn't look like it gives some great airtime. So this is the first RMC conversion that really started the saga that we all love today of RMC, and it just looks like a great coaster. No, good, not great. I think it's the worst RMC probably, but it's still deserving for number 2 on this list because it probably gives some great ejector, like all RMCs do, and it looks good overall. Yeah, there's not much to say about this except that it focuses on overbank and it has no inversions. So coming in at number 1 is Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast. So this launches you backwards at 70 miles an hour through a top hat that whips you up. Out of it, especially in the front row, that looks like a crazy gut punch experience. Then you go through overbank that you also get whipped through, and then you go up a spike, a backwards launch, and then you're just staring straight at the ground 200 feet down, which I think is probably better than a dive coaster. So yeah, it's a gut punch, it looks like, and it looks crazy. I don't know what to say, but thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. We will be going to Over Texas in January, so stay tuned for the vlogs, and yeah, I'll see you in our next video. Bye!